Okay.
So you're welcome. So my name is Gafar. I'm going to be the tour. The compound we have is called Brazilian Barracoon. Barracoon is a Portuguese meaning slaves. In this compound, we have 40 rooms. Each of the room, 40 slaves were stored in each of the room. Minimum of 1,600 slaves were brought into this compound at a time. Here's the man that owns the compound, and this man is called Seriki Williams Abass. His birth name was Ifarem 11. How come Ifarem 11 now be Seriki Williams Abass? What's your name? You? Barnabas. From Barnabas, slave managed with Barnabas. Because slaves have to bear their master's name or whatever any name their master chooses to give to them. The first person that owns him as a slave is Abass. Abass came from Badagry. Badagry today is in Benin Republic. He took him down there. He used him as a slave. Abass later on restored him to his man called Williams. It was Williams that took him down to Brazil and also used him as a slave. When he was in Brazil, Williams sent him to school. He taught him how to read and write, and later on, he called him out. If you want me to release you, you are going to work for me. And the man told his master, whatever anything you want me to do, I'm ready to pay for it. So that's how Williams brought him back to Nigeria. So when he came, he first settled down at Lagos Island. So as I'm talking to you now, he has so many houses in Lagos Island. Was given a title called Seriki. Seriki means head of the Muslims. So that's why it was named Seriki means his birth disappeared from him. So when this man came to Badagry, he also went back to the state where he was captured. He founded two towns in the state. He founded Aituru 1902. When you get to Aituru, you see the statues of the man trying about the man in town. These are the European movements. They use the stage of human being. In Nigeria, they use cowries. The white people can use money. And that's why they brought these items. They use human being. In Nigeria, they have an umbrella 40 slaves. Before you can collect one from a white man, you need to bring 40 FT men. You see, I have one of the umbrella in a museum today. A bottle of gin, 10 slaves. A bottle of gin, 10 slaves. Also brought his wife and daughter to collect a bottle of gin there. The big cannon guns, why the small cannon gun, 40 slaves. What do they use the cannon gun for? They use it to wage war within there for them to get more slaves so that they can sell to the white man. Kettle and the bean and the brass dish are the items given to sell Brazilians. With a white man, ceramic bowl, 10 slaves, then gone 40 slaves. And these two entries are here since 1840. When this compound was established in 1840. So now, let's see where 40 people are stored in this.
I will take you for their life.
So these are the kind of structure
and
the slave went through then. A short footage of a slave in the barrack room. This is how they hang men, and this is how they hang women, because they have sexual intercourse together, which is not like slavery. Once they are caught, this is the kind of punishment given to them, and this is how they will be hanged till they die. A dog being used to chase runaway slaves. Slave at the point of no return. This is how they chain them to the point of no return. The moment they leave this compound, they are taking them across the water outside. Once they cross to the other side, they are not coming back again. And that's why they call the place the point of no return. But now it's called point of return because we are not slaves. So crossing to the other side, we walk like 10 to 15 minutes to the island. Before getting to the island, there's a well. Along the island, They call the well spirit attenuation well. Once the slave will be forced to drink from the well, and once they drink from the well, they will lose their memory. In order for them not to remember where they are coming from or to place of where they are going to. So when you get to the other side now, you will see the well and there's still water inside the well up to date. So this is how they carry equipment on a trade mission. So these are the guide. They used to guide them out. This is how they guide them out in order for them not to eat the farm products or not to communicate with each other. This is a mouth guide and this is a face guide. So these are the charcoals they use on the slave. This object is called iron driller. Iron driller, they use it to write their name at the back of their slaves in order for them to identify their slaves. And anytime they want to use it, it will be very, very hot. During that period, most of the slaves die because they cannot bear the pains. So why this one is called ankle shackles? The ankle shackles is meant for two people, one here and one in another person's leg. They'll padlock it in order for them not to run away while working on the farm. The heavy chains are meant for the stubborn slaves. So this is the remaining part of the chariot of Seriki. And this small chain is meant for the children. Once a family is being captured, they will not sell the children along with their parents. Children will serve as a bonus to the person that bought their parents. Once they grow up, they will send them to another country so that they will not see their parents anymore. And that's why when they abolished the slave trade, most of the slaves cannot trace their roots. So this place right now is called a waiting cell. 40 people are stored in this inner room. And once the 40 people are in the room, there's a door here before they will lock up the door. They use 3 to 4 months before they can leave this room. Inside this room, this is where the wee and this is where the poo poo. You can imagine how this place will be messed up then. So come in. So 40 people are stored in this inner room before they arrive on the ship. And this is where they do everything. And this is the only ventilation they have in the room. So that's why most of the slaves die because of the heat. Hold on. So these are the items they brought in the estate of human being. The value of one boat, 10 slaves, no matter how big it is and no matter how small it is. A 5 bowl we need to bring using Nigeria in the car. A British cup and more cup given to the man, the Brazilians as a gift. This is one of the bottle of gin they brought them. Highest medal Vienna 1873 was written on the bottle. Okay. And these are the local made pots they use in Nigeria then. These are the locally lanterns they also use in Nigeria then. Cameras and memory card they also brought them by the white man. A gramophone record used by Seriki then. So now let's see the next room. So these are the slave returnees, and this is Darusha. And when this man returned, he was the richest slave returnees. And this is Santo Silva. He's one of the slave returnees also. He's from Benin Republic. When he abolished the slave trade, he came through Lagos. He could not trace his origin. He preferred to stay in Lagos to move on his life. So up to date, the family of the man are still in Lagos Island up to date. So this is when the slaves are revolting. The white enslaved being owned by the slaves. An African chief who preferred to kill himself rather than to be captured as slaves then. So this is a man we are talking about, and this is Seriki. This is how the man is normally dressed as a Seriki then. He was the head of the Muslims, and this is how the man is normally dressed as the head of the Muslim. So this is the handwriting of the man. So the man has 5 wives and also have 11 children. These are the daughters and sons of the man. Another 40 in this room. You can see the same window. The clothes he wore in the picture over there, the clothes Seriki wore in the picture over there, and this is the original clothes we are looking at here. And this cloth is more than 200 years old now. And this is one of the umbrella they brought in the exchange of human being. The value of this 40 human being. And this umbrella also is more than 200 years old now. So these are some clothes of Seriki that also left behind. He has the court where he passes judgment on the Muslim. He's the head of the Muslims. Anything that has to do with Muslim affairs, inside the court, that is where they sort it out. And this is one of the bed he used to relax himself after the judgment then. So now let's see the mausoleum where Seriki was buried and the court where he passes judgment on the Muslim community.
Wow. It's a whole lot.
So this well was dug in 1847 by the slaves. And this is the water that served the slave in this compound then. And this water is still serving the people that live in this compound up to now. So let's go.
Sure. Do you bring something water?
To drink?
Water in the car?
Yeah, you can.
You have?
Yeah.
So there's the court where Seriki passes judgment on the Muslim community. And that's the chamber over there where he relaxes himself after the judgment. So this is where the man was buried. He died 11 June 1919. Seriki died 11 June 1919. And this is where the man was buried by the Muslim community. So by June 11th this year now, it should be 107 after his death. So this is the last child of the man. The last child was 6 when his father died, was born in 1913, and his father passed away in 1919. And he also passed away in 1987, so he was 74 years when he died. So you are welcome. So we have a book that talks about the slavery, how the slavery